I'm here to address an issue that threatens the lives of every Californian. It is an issue that affects the quality of life and the safety of every citizen of my home state of California. So today I'm announcing the formation of a committee that I will chair, and the name of this committee will be Protecting California Families.
Good afternoon. I'm Nina Salerno Ashford. I am an executive board member of Crime Victims United. Former Lieutenant Governor Abel Maldonado is stepping forward with our strongest support to repeal the most disastrous public safety nightmare in the history of California, AB 109.
Welcome to Fontana. This program has completely impacted our city. Because of this process of realignment, we now have people that get out early that should not be getting out, and we will work with this great Lieutenant Governor to make sure that the people of California once again can not only say the state is golden, but that we are protecting families. Thank you.
Those being released under Assembly Bill 109 are continuing to reoffend and victimize citizens across the state of California.
My name is Lynn Brown, and I'm the founder and director of Advocates for Public Safety, along with my husband, Dwight Brown. I could no longer sit still in the face of realignment and say nothing and do nothing.
My name is Erin Runyon. My daughter, Samantha, was kidnapped and murdered in July of 2002. And in the last 10 years, I have come to learn a lot about the prevalence of crime specifically against children. It's estimated that fewer than 30% lead to an arrest, much less a conviction. So when we are talking about the early release of sex offenders and the recategorization of them as offenders, it is up to us as citizens to make our voices heard and to protect our children and our families.
I say this to the people of California, and I think the people of California are with me. If you cause a crime in California, you need to do your time. And unfortunately, what is happening now is that they're moving these criminals from the prison system to the local jails.
Crime is up throughout California, but we're particularly feeling it here in San Jose. This is something that we have to stop. We have to hold people accountable for the crimes that they've committed, and we need to protect our residents throughout our cities.
The court said reduce. The court did not say release. So in order to reduce population, we need to expand capacity. We see crime rising up everywhere. People tell me, hey, well, it doesn't poll that high. Well, let me tell you something. There's a lot of victims out there today. Elisa Mancleave lost her life in Fontana because of early release. It's a revolving door that needs to end.
Can they prioritize the budget to re-ingest these people?
He can, at the snap of the finger, expand capacity in California. He just doesn't want to. Those are not his values.
Why doesn't he want to?
It's a good question for Governor Brown.
I'm Reverend Dwight Williams. I am the senior minister at the New Bethel Baptist Church in Stockton. We must protect our families. We must protect our children. It is vitally important that we do that today.
The folks in Sacramento have decided that the best thing to do is called realignment. Well, what is realignment? Because a new word that I'm learning around this state on this tour that I'm going is that everywhere we go, we hear that was done by an AB 109er. That was a 109er. Governor Brown is releasing. He's releasing them to the counties, to the local counties, to the local jails. The local jails are saturated. They're full. These are not the facilities to be housing folks for long periods of time. The bottom line is Sacramento needs to make some priorities.
The small amount of funding that's come out for some jails, assistance in building jails is appreciated. It doesn't come anywhere near the cost of hiring the people who then have to staff the jail for the extra thousands that are going to be handled by counties instead of the state of California.
This initiative is going to do one thing and one thing simple. It's going to make public safety what should be the most important thing of any elected official in California, and it will repeal early release. In closing, I just want to say this. Let's go talk to the families, to the victims that these people hurt. Because we always forget about victims. We always forget about victims. And I say, no more.